Hey guys, this is Primeval. We're back with part 3 of my playthrough of Deity Challenge 12 from the CFC forums. Here we basically have been concentrating mostly on churning out archers because we are worried about some aggression from the Persians. They've got 3 immortals and a chariot archer. We are working our way towards construction. We'll finish that in 7 turns, and that'll allow us to upgrade our composite bowmen to, or our archers to composite bowmen, and of course eventually to crossbowmen. But given our abysmal science per turn, that won't be for quite some time. Okay, so next up, we could build a granary, or we could build another archer. I'm going to go with the archer here. We could also go and steal this worker from Warsaw. Another worker would be nice. So let's get into position to do that. And it might get us warmonger status with the other civs, so long as no one else is protecting them. We're not going to win either of these quests, so let's go and revoke our protection here, and we'll steal a worker next turn. I'm not sure if you get more of a diplomatic hit if you declare war on a city-state that you had declared protection of, but just in case, I'll go and revoke our protection there, since we'll lose all of our influence anyways when we declare war on them. Now, Isabella just declared war on Alexander, so I'm definitely happy to see that. We just finished that farm, and now we can get to work on the salt. It is concerning that all of Persia's units are sort of far-ranging at the moment. So let's bring our units back to a nice defendable position, and they are under the protection of Greece. So that could earn us the ire of Greece. We don't really need the worker. Alexander is number 1. He is currently at war with Spain, and we are, it looks like we're expecting incoming troops from Persia, so maybe I will hold off on the worker stealing plan for now. So we just finished gold. I think I'll go sell the wine to someone, and maybe if the Persians do attack us, they can go and pillage the wine so we can resell it. Let's go and see who has money for that sort of thing. Harold has enough to pay us full price, although if Persia is about to attack us, let's see what they'll offer us. Horses, let's go 201. Okay, so we'll sell Persia the wine, and if they do attack us, then we can go and sell off all of those luxuries again. So here, get that last bit of damage on that brute, and we can go see what Rome is up to. Alright, so these Persian immortals are up to something here, and we just finished our settler. I guess since Persia is standing on that tile, we'll send this settler over to our second preferred city location, and we'll start sending this archer over towards Persia, since they do have a whole bunch of units on patrol here. We finished the gold. We can go and chop this forest, since we're not getting the 2 faith bonus off of our unique ability, just the 1. And we can go and clear this camp for the extra gold. It's too bad we didn't get a city-state quest off of that, but I don't want any barbarians sneaking up from behind and pillaging our tiles here. So here we found the lands of Rome. We still haven't met the third, or the last AI, who is currently in third place. I think we have enough archers here. We could go for a circus, since we will need to get that eventually. Let's go work on a circus, especially since when we settle the next city, we'll use up all of that happiness. That looks good. We're pumping a lot of gold and hammers off of that mine. We're not in a rush to grow Dublin here. I'm surprised we haven't founded a great prophet yet. Alright, just as I said that, we just spawned our great prophet. And the Persians are definitely about to make a bunch of trouble for us here. So, they're blocking off our path to that hill, but they've exposed this hill. So let's go over there, despite the fact that we might be flanked and in quite a bit of trouble if they choose this moment to attack us. Let's go and found that religion. I like Tengrism. I really like that symbol. We'll go with ceremonial burial, as happiness will be the most limiting. And then we could take pagodas. Those are definitely nice. But I think I want the production boost from a religious community. So we'll go and found that religion. And with 4 followers right off the bat, that's giving us a 4% boost. 4% of 13 is 0.7, which should get rounded up to 1. So that's already helping us out in terms of production there. Let's go and get our archer back to our lands as soon as possible. I guess we'll just cross the river here. And let's have a better look at the Roman capital. It's right here, Rome. So Rome and Babylon are also quite close together. I do always like getting vision on capitals. That'll tell us when right away who built what wonder, and sometimes we can also see what they're building. It looks, I think that's the Temple of Artemis, although it could also be the statue of Zeus. I'm not, we usually don't play with the wonders of the ancient world in multiplayer, so I don't really know what the sprites for those wonders look like. Anyways, we'll go and chop down this forest, and that'll speed up production of the archer and the subsequent archer, since it's definitely looking like we're going to go to war with the Persians here. Let's get our archer in range. Maybe we can go and sell the Persians some more stuff, since it looks like they are about to declare war on us. Oops, no, we don't want to declare war on them. We want to trade them. What will you give me for 2 gold per turn? 33 gold. Propose. And so now when they declare war on us, we'll have gotten 33 extra gold from them. So I'm really hoping they do have enough units to kill this archer outright. I'm not sure if denouncing Persia will encourage them not to attack us here. Hopefully they'll wait another turn to get into range. Okay, good. Looks like they rethought things here. I really would not want them to go and capture our settler. We also need time to get all of our archers into position. So there's Rome. How many cities is Rome on? Rome is also on 3 cities. We are about to get our 3rd city online, and in 4 turns look at the free settler for a 4th city down here. We could squeeze in a 5th city, perhaps by the marble. That's 3 away from Dublin, although quite distant from Edinburgh. and that would eventually grab the marble. It's a hill river. We could also go and settle this hill river for the 2 salt and the wheat, so that's a really nice city location. Although, given that we've got Alex and Isabella here, that city might be a bit of a provocation and result in worsening diplomatic relations with them. And I really only want one enemy at a time. Alright, so Ragusa has targeted this encampment, and let's go and pledge to protect Warsaw again. Since we have a lot of units, taking care of that should be fairly straightforward. So let's go and, we will go unhappy, choose production. Up next, we could grab some walls, or a granary, or another archer. The archers are getting a little out of hand, but we are most definitely going to go to war with Persia now. So let's go and found ourselves a city. That won't make Persia too happy. And let's get a better look at Rome's lands here. Bombard, and send this guy out as well. Okay, so the final civ was Korea, and we can get them to buy our embassy for some nice diplomatic relations there. Since this is a border city, we'll probably want to go and build ourselves some walls, although at 18 turns I guess we could chop some forests to speed that up. I don't really want to have to buy walls, so let's go and build walls here. Go to production focus and lock that down. Okay, so after gaining some experience from fighting barbarians, we can go and return to our front with Persia. We have a little Cold War going, although I don't know if the Persians realize we're in a Cold War. They did send a whole bunch of troops towards our capital, and then they thought better of it and headed home. So now, do I want to stay friendly with Isabella, or do I want to stay friendly with the Greeks? I think I want to side with the Greeks here, since I think they are closer to us, and they're also number 1 on score, which also implies that they will be number 1 on military as well. We're also about to fulfill a quest for Ragusa here, so I want to keep our influence with them high. I'm trying to block off access to this camp from all of these scouts. I don't know if it's going to work. So scouts can definitely move through our units, but if they can't find purchase to attack, then they can't actually access the camp. We have a sum total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 archers now, so that's pretty nice. We're still on the bottom of the military track now, but once we go and upgrade these guys to composite bowmen, we should move out of last place in terms of military might. So we just finished the salt there, which puts us back into happiness, so that's good. Okay, we're also about to finish a circus, which will help cover the unhappiness from our 4th city. We're getting that in 4 turns. That was slightly delayed because we settled another city, which increases our social policy costs. Dublin is growing at a nice slow rate. All of our cities are growing slowly because I don't want to use up this happiness. Keeping cities small at the beginning is also good, as it lets those cities get a majority of religion a lot faster, and then the more cities with majority of religion increases your pressure and really gets the whole religious spread snowball going. So here we can work on our road, which will help with movement between our 2 cities. I think I'll go do that now before we chop down these forests. Here, we'll also probably want to get to work on a road, and all of that looks good. So we just entered the classical era with construction. So up next, we might want to get ourselves some Pictish warriors, and then perhaps mathematics for the catapults, or over to drama and philosophy, depending on how our war goes. So let's go towards bronze working while we see how things play out with the Persians. And let's get to work on a composite bow. Okay, so we'll go upgrade there. Get over here. We can go and clear this camp for free. And that gets us to friendship with Ragusa for 1 turn. So there we upgraded a bunch of composites, and once that demographic screen updates, it should pull us out of last place. So here we can't go below Rome, it's blocked off by Antium. We'll have to head up to the north, and we still have no idea where exactly the Koreans are. And actually, our scout archer might be trapped here soon if the Babylonian borders spread anymore. So we cleared that camp. Let's get back to our borders for the upgrades. Alexander made peace with Isabella. Hopefully we can bribe them into another war 10 turns from now. Otherwise, things look fine. They want us to demand a tribute from Jerusalem, but we're in no position to do that. Okay, so it looks like Persia's gearing up for another invasion here. Let's get everyone upgraded back into our lands. Go and fortify here, and get our scout archer out of here. Okay, so demographics wise, it's actually Alexander who's the weakest, and resource wise we have nothing spare to sell. I want to keep us happy. It would be nice if we could settle that 4th city before we go to war with the Persians. Alright, next turn. We're a little stronger now. Do we want to make friends with Rome? They are off into the corner, so they should only be... only Babylon should have a beef with them. So sure, let's work together, Rome. I don't think I've seen Rome denounced by anyone either. Rome is ahead of Nebuchadnezzar. And as far as who has the money, Rome's making 17 gold per turn, whereas Nebi is only making 11. So I think I'm happy to side with Rome rather than Nebi, and we can continue trying to get that scout archer home. So it does definitely look like the Persians mean business here. Go and upgrade the last of our archers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 composite bowmen now. That's definitely nice. We'll also want to go and protect this worker. Okay. Next turn. This might be where the Persians dow us, although we do have a greater density of military units here, so I don't know if that would be smart on their part. Now, whether or not it was smart, they did just declare war on us. So, it didn't look like we lost any units. That's definitely nice, and we got a whole bunch of our deals back. There's a horseman. we can go and deal our city strike damage. Let's take out this horseman. We can go and upgrade that guy, but let's go and adopt our policy. Now, will we be able to clear out these units and send our settler to that hill? I'd say the chances are fair. Let's do all of our military stuff before we decide on that. Alright, and we also want to go and sell off. We now have excess salt and excess happiness. So, who has money? No one has a large amount of money at the moment. Alexander has the most. So let's go and sell him our salt. 143. And what will make this deal work? 4. 2. What about 3? Okay, so the deal history. We sold salt for 3 gold per turn and 143, and that was totally excess. We can also go and sell our gold or our salt once someone has the full 250 gold. Okay, so now, can we clear out enough of these units to move our settler? Here, I think I will want to take the instant heal. Experience is very valuable. Well, let's see how much damage we can do to these guys here. Working on our road. So that road piece is done. Let's get over here, although that is a little risky. And we do look fairly safe here, unless that guy instant heals, which he could well do. We might be just fine. Let's try to go for the promotion and hope he survives. Now, there's only one unit, Persian unit, that we can see to the south, so I think it will be safe to grab our free settler now. And it would be pretty risky if we put the settler here, so let's play it safe and just send it there. Now, as for you, we can take out that warrior before he instant heals. Yeah, that's probably best. And the zone of control will stop this warrior from getting at our weaker archers, and it'll use up some of the horseman's movement as well. And going over a river, I think we might be okay there. Alright, let's see what the Persians do. We did lose a unit. It was the one here, not the one here, so we didn't lose anyone with an upgrade or a experience pip. Someone's built themselves Stonehenge. We lost that unit. Some immortals are appearing. Okay, so here what we'll do is move the composite into the city to get a stronger range attack, then take that shot. Let's move up there. Take the rough terrain. And here. And here. So the Persian units are stumbling in without too much tactical intelligence, and as a result, we're we're going to be able to kill a lot more of them than they can kill of us. That'll deplete Persia's army, and then we can go and go on the offensive. Now, we are still the weakest in terms of military here, but I think all of that will change fairly soon, and also it's good to note that we are fairly close to the average, even though we are in last place. So that's definitely good. We do have a war going, so let's go and grab mathematics. Bringing along a catapult will definitely help us take down some of these cities, but since they only have 14 strength, we won't actually need the catapults. Let's go and heal up and work on a road. Since we're back here, I guess we may as well explore this region. We're not going to get back in time to participate in our offensive on Persia by the looks of it. Okay, so we didn't lose any units there. Let's go and do our city's range attack, and then get our settler moving down here. So it doesn't even look like he needs an escort, but we'll send the injured composite over just in case. 42 versus 40. Okay, so up here we can step out of our city and take our shots here. Let's finish that last bit of road, see how far we can get, and let's get to work on a Pictish warrior here. Since we do have a bunch of happiness, actually we can go and see if someone has enough money to buy one of our luxuries for full price. Nebuchadnezzar does, but he might not be as happy with us after we made friends with Rome. Let's sell the wine for 240. And we are halfway to a golden age, almost. Well, not actually, but the excess happiness isn't a total waste. So, I'm guessing the Romans took over a city-state here by its odd positioning. Cities, yeah, they took over Kuala Lumpur, and they do have quite the large army there. Uneasy with a barbarian encampment right up there, and we've met Quebec City. Let's go and pledge to protect them, because it's possible that our archer could wander up and be able to snipe that encampment after it gets worked down by the Roman troops there. Otherwise, everything looks just fine. Let's finish that road. Okay, good. What do you got, Persia? Okay, so they did manage to take out one of our units, but we're still trading favorably here. We are taking out more of their units than they can take out of ours. Okay, so we can take out this horseman and weaken that archer. And here we've got an upgrade. Let's grab rough terrain, and you can fortify, or let's deal some damage there. Alright, let's go and grab ourselves a Pictish warrior, And here, we almost had enough to kill him, so it was worth a try. It's possible that the random number generator could work in our favor. So here, our settler is in a bit of danger. Maybe... Yes, if this guy instant heals, the zone of control from this archer will stop him from getting here. An immortal, I'm hoping cannot take down a half-strength composite bow. So we'll leave this settler there, although it's possible that we'll lose it, and that will be disappointing. We do have a bunch of extra gold, so let's go and buy ourselves another composite bow. Alright, next turn, what do you got, Persia? Are you going to capture my settler or not? I'm hoping for or not, and it was or not. And that is what we wanted. It looks like they're starting to retreat, so that's what I like to see. Let's see. Demographics wise, we are still lowest on soldiers. We can deal 28 damage here, 31 damage to this guy who has 32 hit points. If we're lucky, we can take him out, and we were. Alright, so what do we have? We can take out the immortal or the archer. Let's go with the archer here. And I'm not sure if this guy wants to run away or deal some damage or fortify. Let's actually see if we can save this guy, since he does have some experience. And here we'll also try to save that composite bow and go set ourselves up with our 4th city. So everything's working out pretty well. We are fairly efficiently taking down Persia's army. So with 4 immortals, it's possible that Cardiff could suffer a lot of damage here, but we've got a full contingent of composite bows that will trim down those weakened immortals, should they be so foolish as to all go and melee attack Cardiff. Very well, we won't let this cause a divide between us. We'll try to keep Rome as friends. Rome also just built the statue of Zeus. So it's good that they're so far away. The statue of Zeus, first of all, gives a 15% combat bonus when attacking cities. So it's good that Rome is far away. But had, say, Persia built the statue of Zeus, then since we are going to be going and trying to capture their city soon, it'd be like they built the statue of Zeus for us. Anyways, so it looks like all of these immortals did decide to get us around on Cardiff and try to take it down. So we can deal 25 damage here. We'll do that range attack last. Let's go and move all of these guys forward and deal all of our damage. Okay, so the more distant units first. Fortunately, that's out of range. So we cleared that out, and we can clear that guy out. So now it's down to 3 immortals, and Cardiff will last another round of attack from these 3 immortals if that's what they decide to do. And here we can go and settle our 4th city and start work on a monument. dispute our social policies along, and also so we can go and expand to the copper and the salt in a reasonable amount of time. And here, you can actually go and heal up in our new city. Our next social policy is in 23 turns. And finish that road, please. So Korea also has a beef with Babylon, and so I'm happy about that, but I'm not going to get involved. Persia is continuing to throw their troops against our city here, which just serves to weaken them. So I'm perfectly happy for them to be doing that. And we just got ourselves a great general at the most distant location possible, but can't really complain. We met Manila. So Rome looks like they have a lot of city-states that they can go and beat up or otherwise abuse. Let's see. Minor defeat. No one else can get into range here. Okay, so that foolishness on Persia's part trimmed their army down considerably, and now we are a good 25% stronger than they are, so it's a good time to move on their capital. Let's build that road, and on to the next turn. Finally, Persia knows that they should be retreating. Let's go and get some more experience on our units here. And eliminate some more of Persia's units. We've got our Pictish warrior ready to roll. And we can get this guy into Edinburgh to heal up a little faster. I'm not liking the looks of Isabella sending her troops down this way. So let's see if I can go and bribe Alex to declare war on Isabella. The alternate is if Persia can pay us a lot for a peace treaty, 99 gold, truffles, and a horse. That is pretty much all they have. So I don't think we're going to get much of a better deal from that. First of all, let's see how much it'll cost to bribe Alex to declare war on Isabella. Okay, so they're not really going to go for that. Let's go and negotiate a peace then. I accept, and I'll be back for you later. But at the moment, it looks like Isabella wants some attention. Anyways, we'll just set up our next build, another Pictish warrior, and then we'll pause the video here, and I'll see you in part 4. Just as we arrived, the Romans cleared that camp, and here we are on production focus, but that doesn't mean we can't go and build a farm here. Alright, so that's where we'll leave it, and I hope you've enjoyed this single player Let's Play so far.